Hi guys, so today I thought I would do an ASMR video because it's been a while and I'm going to be reading from a book because that's been for a while. So, I'm going to be reading about ghost stories. As you all know, I love ghost stories. So we will read some out of here. So, this is the Roman Centurion. Perhaps the oldest feature of Sutton in the Roman road, Tingles Street, that passes through the park. This ancient walk stretched from Burton-on-the-Water to Wall, just outside Lichfield. It was also the main road to Watling Street and certainly would have legionaries marching along it. When walking along the centuries-old Tingles Street, it is possible to turn back the years as it is a place of great solitude. However, it is best to avoid a glance towards Hill Village, where there is a reminder of the 21st century, the tall, sleek television mast which can be seen for miles and from the surrounding three counties, along with the hum of the distant traffic is of this age. If such intrusions can be forgotten, the pages of the past can be turned back and the journey into a different time can be made. It is here that our first story begins nowadays. The old Roman road looks more like a path through a wood than a feat of Roman Britannic civil engineering. Historians have also noted that more than a few Roman soldiers lost their lives whilst constructing the roads, and maybe their memories are still in the park. According to local legend, it is said that the figures of legionaries can be seen marching down Tingles Street. At other times, their disembodied voices shouting orders can be heard. Their voices are carried on the wind that sweeps across the parkland. Has a Roman soldier? Picture of a Roman soldier? Henry the Ninth and the Rattling Door. There are other stories of strange goings-on related to Sutton Park. Imagine, if you can, living in a delightful, almost idyllic cottage by one of the many splendid lakes in the park. The gamekeeper's cottage is now a cafe and the year is 1976. The tea rooms are now closed, the floors swept, the kitchen cleaned, the lights switched off, all ready for another day. The lady of the cafe is going to bed. Her husband plays in a big band and will not be home for some time. The lady, Mrs. Sunshine, retired from the day's work, goes to bed. She has a restless night and soon wakes. She hears a noise coming from the window. She gingerly chambers out of her bed and makes to where the noise is coming from. Maybe it was just the wind sweeping across the lake, or the breeze through the branches in the woods. With little or no light, she walks to the window. For a moment she thinks that she is still dreaming. She closes her eyes and opens them quickly. But no, she is not dreaming. She closes her eyes and opens them quickly, but no, she is not dreaming. And there in the window is a face. It is a similar face. Nearly everyone would recognise it as it is the face of Henry VIII. She is not scared, but the dog growls and goes under the bed. She has described her experience as being startled. In Henry's days, Sutton Park was known as Sutton Chase, and locals will readily tell of the days when King Henry would leave the noise and stench of Tudor London for the refreshing spaces of the Chase. Lodged at the driftfold, the horses would canter up Manor Hill and then break into a furious gallop down into the chase. The huntsman, headed by Henry, would eagerly look forward to the day's hunt. The poor unsuspecting creature would be hunted till he could run no further. The spoils of war would then be carried ceremoniously back into the royal town where a feast awaits. Another night at the old gamekeeper's cottage, the lady, along with her husband, heard noises coming from outside of the cottage. The clock had struck midnight and there was a definite noise coming from outside. An unholy row could be heard coming from where the stables used to be. They both went to investigate, but fear prevented them from going further. Then the kitchen door. The sound, like the face on the window, was easily recognisable. The heavy sound that was beating on the ground was the sound of horse hoofs. As they stood at the kitchen door, they could hear the sound of horses galloping across the park, or should that be the chase? They also could hear the sound of running water and logs tumbling down a stream. The noise was clearly audible and there was no mistake as to what it was. Then they heard footsteps coming up the path towards the calf. They were so scared that they put the furniture against the door. They waited. They looked at the door and noticed the handle turn. They phoned the police, and after about 3 hours the police turned up to find everything quiet and just as it was before. It was pitch black and the police said that the gates had been locked when they arrived. There's a picture of the cottage. That is it for a bit. If you want any more, I have loads. Or if you want me to read a certain book, I'll look it up and purchase it or whatever, because I don't like to read, so to speak. Don't forget to subscribe, like my videos, comment my videos, and you can also add me on Facebook, which will be in the links. Thanks guys!